Today we're going to replace a bike chain. To start, I've shifted down into the small chain ring up front and one of the smaller cogs in the back. That helps loosen the tension on the chain so that when I break it, it doesn't go flying. Next, I'm going to rotate until I find the master link, which is right there. Sometimes chains don't have a master link. In that case, you're going to use your chain breaking tool, and what that looks like is lining it up with the links. And then you're going to spin this, and eventually that's going to push that link out and break the chain. But for today, we've got the master link. So I just come in with my pliers on either side of the master link. Give that a squeeze, a little rotation, and it's apart. Up next is cutting the new chain to the right size. So a trick I like to do is line them up together, and I don't want to do this on the ground because I don't want the new chain to get dirty. So here's a trick that I use. I've taken an old wire hanger and I'm just hanging that from a pipe that I have up in the ceiling here. You can hang it from anywhere, but basically I've attached the end of the chain to it and it's just hanging. This is the old chain. Here's my new chain. I'm gonna hang it up there. It comes with a master link. We'll get to that later. So I've got the new chain now hanging with the old chain. The old chain is actually so stretched that when I have them lined up link for link, I have almost an extra 1 or 2 links here. So this was way overdue for a new chain. So I'm gonna take my chain breaking tool, and where you wanna line it up is, since I have an extra link that I'm gonna be adding in, I wanna go from the bottom of the old chain and take away 1 link. So we're gonna break it right here. When it comes to breaking the chain, you never wanna break it here so that you're left with the outer plate as your last link. You wanna break it here so that what you're left with on the last link are those inner plates. So take my chain breaking tool, line it up so that I'll be breaking it at the right spot. You have to apply a little bit of tension to get that going. And you're pushing that link all the way through. And you hear that pop when it goes out the other side. Unspin that, and there's your extra links. So installing the new chain, you want to make sure it's going to be going in the right direction. Some chains come with writing on the outside of the links. Some chains have it on both sides. Some chains don't have it on one side. That's the case for this one. So we want to make sure that the writing will go on the outside. Front part through the front derailleur. And onto that small chain ring. All right, and then back here, you're gonna go over the cassette. Go ahead and catch the teeth of a cog underneath, on top of that first pulley wheel. And then you want to thread it on top of this stopper in the derailleur. Okay. And then over top of the rear pulley wheel. Okay. Next, you're going to take your hyperlink pieces. Comes as 2 separate pieces. first piece, you'll put the link through the hole in one direction, and then from the other end, you'll slide the link in from the opposite direction. I hold that in place with my thumb on that side. Hold this one in place with my index finger on the other side. You want to line up these links so that they go into the opposite hole. Squeeze them together and then give a little bit of tension so that they stay. Grab your pliers. Slide in to the spaces right on the outside of that hyperlink and squeeze outward until you hear that click into place. And you're all done.